One of the beautiful things about studying the Bible is you see different truths, different perspectives, different facets as you look at things different ways. The Bible is a living word. It's a living book. The scriptures are alive. Now I want you to look at something maybe you hadn't thought of before. And I call this Jesus, the Master Teacher. Have you ever noticed that Jesus could always figure out a way to communicate with people? I mean, if he got a crowd around him on the seashore, he gets out into a boat and uses the water as a natural amplifier. He is on the Mount of Beatitudes and he goes out there and he has the people sit there with him. He has a built-in natural amphitheater so that his voice carries well. I mean, Jesus was a master communicator. And I want you to notice how he chose to communicate something in that first Holy Week. Now, when they finish the great sermon in the upper room and they finish the institution of this, what we call the sacrament of communion, the scripture says in Mark 14, verse 26, then they sang a hymn and went out to the Mount of Olives. Now, that's a walk, okay? To walk from where they were in the upper room to go down through the Kidron Valley, walk up the other side of the Kidron Valley to get to the Mount of Olives. That's a pretty good walk, okay? You're talking 30, maybe 40 minutes walk. Now, notice verse 27. On the way, Jesus told them, all of you will desert me, for the scriptures say, God will strike the shepherd and the sheep will be scattered. But after I'm raised from the dead, I will go ahead of you to Galilee and meet you there. Peter says, even if everyone deserts you, I will not. And you know the rest of the story. Now, I want you to notice when Jesus had something difficult that needed to be said, he talked with them while they were walking. Now, it had already been a difficult night. I mean, they're in the upper room, long sermon. Judas is exposed as a traitor. Their questions are going all through their heads about all of that. But now Jesus begins to talk to them again about his impending suffering, his death, his resurrection, and his promise to meet them in Galilee. But he does it as they're walking. He does it as they're walking. Now, parents, sometimes you have to sit down with the kids and talk with them about difficult things. Connect group leaders, sometimes you have to sit down with a Connect group member and talk to them about difficult things. As pastors, sometimes we have to sit down and talk with members about difficult things. Sometimes it gets really intense when you sit there and look at each other face to face across a table or face to face at a sala, and you're concerned about what everybody else is listening. But it's different when you're going on a walk. Now again, pick up Jesus, the Master Teacher. Somehow walking helps de-escalate tension. Have you ever noticed that? So parents, Connect group leaders, pastors, leaders, sometimes when you have to talk to somebody about something that's a little challenging, maybe go for a walk. Maybe walk and talk. Maybe walk and teach. It's a great example Jesus gave us.